In this video, you're going to learn how to change out your own broken window on your vehicle. This happens to be an Econoline 2000 E150. I was doing a scrap run last night for my project van build, and I had some stainless steel next to the window, hit a bump, and it smashed the window. But not too concerned about it because I was able to go to the junkyard and pick up a new used window. I'll toss in a quick little video of my adventure at the junkyard. First thing we have to do to replace the window is get a replacement window. And it's a lucky day today because there are a few vans at the junkyard, so I found a window that will work. This is off of a 2002 Econoline, and the parts are compatible. So just take me a few minutes to get this window off. Looks in pretty good shape. Yeah, perfect. Good find. It's pretty easy to take the window off. You just need to remove four of these. That one's already listed. Four of these nuts. And there may be some adhesive that's holding on the window or some sealer. So really you just take off these four bolts. They come off easily on the other side. Now that the four bolts are out that hold the window together, I went around the edges with a utility knife just to loosen up the seam. And you do have to be careful, but now what I'm going to do is just take a little pry bar and just work my way around slowly. As I start to work the window off of the scrap van, you could see the adhesive that's on there. Need to go slow and just take a razor blade, utility knife, and loosen that up. And there it is. So we have my replacement window from the automotive junkyard. The first thing I have to do is take out all of this old adhesive that was in here before. Now that the adhesive is off, it's time for a good cleaning. I'll clean all of the track out really good with soap and water. I'm going to clean this whole mirror, or the whole window, with soap and water. And then I will do a quick rub inside of the track with mineral spirits. And then the next step, I will take the other window off and we'll get this put in. The next step for cleaning is using mineral spirits. Loosens up the rest of that adhesive. It's going to make a mess, but don't worry about it. You can clean it. More important to get this material off of there as much as you can. In preparation, before I put the window in, I had a few gouges and scratches from my tools that I was using to clean it up. So I'm going to put a a light coat of primer in here. I'm going to be repainting this whole door another time, but for right now, since I'm going to be putting this window in, I'll go ahead and apply that in there now. If your windows have these streaks on here, which is really just the rust dripping and getting on there and staining the surface of that glass, it's not a permanent stain. So all I'm doing is taking some just basic glass cleaner and a straight edge razor blade, and I'm just going to work that thin coat off. Take your time with it. I find that if you just go straight, it's not going to get all of it. Go in a circular motion and you'll feel the difference of when it glides on glass where there's no oxidation or any junk that's on there. It slides nice and easy, but when you hit this stuff, it slows down. So just work it with your razor blade. You're not going to hurt the glass at all. I'm using some leftover Rust-Oleum hammer spray just to give these a light coat. I could have taken time. It would take a couple of days to order replacement bolts for the windows, but there's no need to since I already have materials, and these were in good enough shape with the exception of just the appearance of the top, which I don't care about because I'm doing a hammered finished look anyway. So that is perfect. So the paint blends great with the deteriorated heads of those screws. Now that the surface is clean, I'm going to be using a ribbon sealer. And what that does is that goes back into that track that I peeled off. Now you could get this stuff in a tube form. I got it in the roll form because I only need enough for this window and I didn't want to waste the entire tube. So I got this little self-adhesive stuff. It works just as great. It's made by 3M's. The application process is super simple. All you're going to do is peel this off and you're going to apply it in that bead. And on this is the bottom of the window. So I'm going to apply that bead starting at the bottom and then work my way up. This is less messy than using a caulk gun, I find. It also comes with the spacers, so once we get it in place, we'll use the spacers to hold the window so it stays as square as possible. Now that the adhesive is on, go ahead and position your window into the opening. You don't have a lot of freedom to play with this, so get it to where you want it to go pretty quickly. And that's it. That's all it took to replace your own window.